Hey guys, quick video. We got the new menus hitting. Probably Monday. You'll see a little bit of changes going on all weekend, which cause a little bit of chaos there. If a customer calls you out and said, "Hey, you charged me $1 too much" or something, just adjust it and move on with life. I can't do all the changes at once. They have to be done progressively over a few days because of the extensive amount of work that it takes to do that. So I just want to talk about the changes in the menu. There's not a lot of crazy stuff, but a lot of things that we've been doing have been specials all along, so we're in pretty good shape here. The lunch specials are actually going to change. I don't have them in front of me, but they're going to be a little simplified. Obviously, prices are going up a little bit there. Green peppers, we're getting rid of green peppers. We're just going to have red peppers at the station. It's really not a cost thing. It's kind of like a freshness thing. The green peppers are just not working out. We were going to transition out of them, but I think we're just going to cut them off and be done with it. So we'll figure that out. We'll talk about that over the weekend, but I think they're just going to be gone by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or next week sometime, and we're just going to be done with them. Fish fries. The cost of fish is skyrocketed quite a bit, so our price for fish is going up from $17 to $19. I mean, that's kind of a lot, in the grand scheme of things. Just make sure when you're serving fish fries, being Lent and all, especially in a dining room, that you're giving them a healthy portion of the coleslaw and the potato salad, and those items are prepped properly on Fridays. You don't want to be short on those items. Potato skins, there's going to be a section on the new menu with 4 different kinds of potato skins: the regular, the barbecue, the steak, and the stuffed banana peppers. So, we could certainly talk about how to make those, but they're kind of self-explanatory. Just make sure we're going to add green onions to all the top of those to make them nice. Biff Bam Boom shrimp, you're going to be shaking your shrimp in the sweet and spicy sauce, so covering in the sauce and then placing over the bed of lettuce and then drizzling ranch over the top of that. Our mozzarella sticks are changing. They're going to be giant mozzarella sticks. They're actually not here in the building yet, so when they arrive next Tuesday, I'll have a cook time, and there's only going to be 4 instead of 5 portion-wise there. Joe's Hot Honey Bread is being added to the menu. Small dollops of ricotta. I can't keep saying that enough because everyone keeps putting these giant dollops of ricotta cheese in it. It's not a cost thing. It just doesn't taste that great. The ricotta dominates the thing, so you want to do smaller dollops. Garlic cheesy bread will be added to the menu. Everybody knows how to make that. Just make sure you're putting cheese on top of that garlic cheesy bread, okay? Okay, the next one's a tough one. So the white pizza and the veggie pizza are going to go away. And then we're going to replace it with a white veggie. Okay, that's a little bit confusing. So, for the first 6 months or something, you're going to have all 3 options available to you. So if the customer if they say, "Hey, give me a white," they give me a veggie, they're going to get, they can still get it. The white veggie is basically going to be a white pizza with banana peppers and red peppers. And that's going to take over those other 2 eventually, but all 3 will be available. Archimedes, that's the ghost pepper sauce that you see underneath behind the wing baskets in the wing station there. That sauce is going to be introduced with the new menu. It's $2 extra per 10 wings on that sauce. I got to figure that out on the computers. I haven't figured it out yet. I'll figure that out. The chicken sandwich over on the substation is going to be called the Angry Chicken. That's going to be, the flattened chicken with the batter, the flour coating, deep fried. I think we're just going to do just the seasoned batter, and then jalapeno ranch, lettuce, pickles. I think that's it. And American cheese. The Italian Stallions going on the menu. That's something that's got to be talked about a little bit. It's a little bit tricky to get that little boat formation. You basically put it's hard to explain on this video, but we'll explain it to you in person. The Strombolis, there's just no more gourmet options for the Stromboli. I suppose, you know, if somebody's got an old menu, you could still put that, you know, it'll still be on the computer, but it's not going to be on the menu anymore. All the pastas are going to be penne only. Instead of toasted points on pastas, we're going to serve a little mini garlic bread. Again, we could show you that in person. The meatball parmesan is going on the menu, so there's only 3 pasta options. A meatball parmesan, which is 4 meatballs, the Raging Cajun, and the chicken Alfredo. Speaking of Alfredo sauce is not getting done correctly. When you don't add anything to the heavy cream besides white spice, there's just not enough flavor there. It's really not good at all. It's quite bad. The recipe in the back wall calls for chicken base. That chicken base is vitally important to the flavor profile. But when we were testing this in the kitchen, we decided to kind of amp it up a little bit and change it up. So the new recipe that will be on the back wall is the heavy cream, the white spice, chicken base. That chicken base, you know, you want to do a nice healthy teaspoon of that. It's kind of giving your salty kind of flavor to the dish. We're going to put a little dab of fresh garlic in there. You want to be careful with that. It should be like a kind of quarter teaspoon kind of thing. And then some Asiago cheese, which we'll add to the line there somewhere. But, you know, that it's really not that complicated. The chicken base is a little bit of a pain in the ass. You got to open the thing up. You're in a rush. But besides that, I mean, everything else is pretty simple. Pizzasaurus Rex, we're going to add cheese to the top of the breadstick section. You know, where normally it's the dry breadsticks, it's going to be cheesy breadsticks on top of that. And that's all I pretty much got for right this second. I did want to mention one thing. While we're in our slow season here, I noticed that nobody ever sends the servers home. Like, it's kind of odd that you guys never learned to send the servers home, but, you know, it's slow on a Monday night. 9 o'clock, hey, is all your stuff done? Well, then go home. The bartender could control. I mean, what the heck's going to happen? I mean, what's the worst thing that happen? You got 4 tables? Okay, you got 4 tables and you got 4 customers at the bar. That's no big deal for a bartender. The bartender has to do that. They has to take care of the customers and get that server out of here. I mean, what a waste of money and you know, just kind of ridiculous what we're doing there. So make sure we send those servers home. You know, when it's done, do your work and go home. You know, obviously you got to double check with the bartender, double check with the manager, make sure it's okay for you to go home, and then leave. Get out of here. Make sure you tell all your servers that stuff. That's all I got. Thanks, guys.